that their liver does not function anywhere near optimal levels. Why? Because some of us may actually drink that red wine all by ourselves. A straw, good bottle, good corkscrew, we're good to go. Okay? The whole, why share when you can drink the whole thing? If it's a good cab. Second, I start thinking about wine, I get completely lost. Because of the alcohol and because of trans fats, saturated fats, hydrogenated fats, if you're not reading your labels, you're not really looking at what they're putting in the foods, you are loading your body up with cholesterol that's going to work against you. You're loading your body with sugar, which is going to create fat, which is going to work against you. So to get the liver to function properly and to defat it, to break down the fatty deposits that have it gummy and not able to function properly, you want to look at lipotropic nutrients, because this is what the body would use. The body will use choline, inositol, and they're part of the B family, niacin, B3, unsaturated fatty acids, methionine, an amino acid. All of those are what the body uses to break down fatty deposits in the liver. Also, if your liver's in good shape, it'll keep your intestinal tract in good shape. You can also look at herbs like milk thistle and dandelion root for the liver. Yes, sir?
I heard the Dr. Stein say that, he said pecan oil has 75% of what olive oil has. But the pecan oil is better, but
pecan oil?
Pecan oil, and he said even the county agents, he has actually eat pecans to help lose weight. There's some type of acid in the pecan oil, and he said that's better than canola.
Well, canola is, nobody should use canola. It's not even olive oil. Yeah, no. Canola oil is rapeseed oil, and it's like, it's only an animal product in Canada. Only here can we give it to you. Because you guys will buy anything. We tell you it's good, you buy it. I don't know about pecan oil.
Some kind of acid in there. It begins with A, I think.
Allergic acid, or because I remember there's something also in strawberries, another kind of acid. The thing that I would say is olive oil is really your best bet for a couple of different reasons. Number one, if I'm not mistaken, it has 3, 6, and 9, so you got all of your unsaturated fatty acids. Plus, it's slow to rancify. You know, most people think that if you smell the oil and it smells bad, that it's a bad oil. No. The way that you tell an oil is bad, if it burns the back of your throat, if it stings, it bites, that's a rancid oil. You can't tell by smell. And olive oil is slow to rancify, and if I remember correctly, I don't even think olive oil will support bacterial life. So, okay, olive oil is phenomenal, and I would stick with olive oil. I don't know what's in pecan, so I don't know what oil he could be referring to. Okay? So you want to break up the fatty deposits, or that way your liver will work better. Remember I said that the toxins are stored in fat. So here's how you break up fat and get rid of it. One, you want to work on your thyroid. If you have a tendency to be chilled, you chill easily, that lets you know you have a low thyroid. If you have cold hands, cold feet, if you have hair loss, that too would indicate thyroid. More often than not, it really is a matter of poor circulation, but those are some other thyroid symptoms, as well as stress. You also want to look at potassium B6. The first amount of weight you will ever lose will always be water. And there's a tendency to retain water if you're under any kind of stress. Because what stress does, not only does it compromise your vitamins, but it'll actually compromise your minerals, and specifically calcium. And when calcium becomes compromised, it creates an imbalance between sodium and potassium. And based on that, you will end up retaining fluids. So some people swell up literally overnight. They put on like 5, 10, 15 pounds. And you know, when you see that kind of a situation, or one of your friends tell you, I can't believe how much weight I've gained, it's like overnight, you know that they're in a very stressful situation and it's depleted their minerals. And I will tell you that none of you take enough minerals. Nobody does. And then I'll explain that in a minute. I want to finish up with weight loss. So the first amount of weight you're going to lose in the cleansing is going to be the water. And if you go and do a cleansing product, and I'll say mine specifically because I know my product. If your tendency is to drink a gallon of water a day to keep yourself flushed, then I will say if you're doing a really good, thorough detox, you're going to need 2 gallons a day. Why? Because what will happen, because of the lipotropic nutrients, the choline and inositol that we're using to break up the fatty deposits in the liver, we're going to use the same in the fat metabolism aspect because we want to burn the fat. We want to get the toxins out of the body. Choline, inositol, methionine, niacin, unsaturated fatty acid, lecithin, all of those are going to break down the fatty deposits. The fatty deposits are broken down, the toxins are set free. Your bloodstream is now loaded with toxins. Toxins from the fat, toxins from the liver. Not to mention what's in the diet. So with that kind of a situation, you want to drink more water, because if you don't, what will happen is that your body's divine intelligence will take water from the intestinal tract to flush and cleanse the bloodstream. It wants you to urinate. It wants you to eliminate those toxins as much as possible. And so if you don't do that, you'll have a tendency towards constipation. When it comes to constipation, it's really interesting, but if you talk to somebody in the health food store about constipation, 9 times out of 10, they will tell you more fiber. Or they may even offer aloe vera juice. I will say to you, if you have a tendency towards constipation, look at minerals. If you have leg aches, back aches, Charlie horses, spasms, palpitations, restless leg, TMJ, if you have a hard time sleeping, if you toss and turn, all of that will be eliminated by doing minerals and doing them in the evening before you go to bed. And I guarantee you, you'll sleep better, you'll be refreshed, and when you get up in the morning, you will not be drugged. Okay? So you have, in my mind, a way to clean out your intestinal tract and your colon, a way to support the detoxification process of your bloodstream, of your body, and how to detoxify toxins out of your blood, a way to break up fatty deposits in your liver, and a way to increase the basic metabolism, as well as get rid of excess fluid and excess weight, okay, as well as a diet. Questions at this point?
What about the lymphatic system?
Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, I use echinacea in my product, and echinacea, although if you talk to most health food people now, they hear echinacea, they immediately think interferon production for the immune system. But the reality is echinacea was the first lymphatic cleanser that almost all old-time herbalists used, and it is in my formula. Yes, sir.
My niece, she's 28 years old, she's got Crohn's disease, now she's taking injections, twice a month, $1,500 an injection.
She's short minerals, get the colloidal minerals.
Well, they're too expensive, and I'll explain that.
But then I asked the chiropractor too, what she was doing. She said she's going to have to pay for that about 20 years from now because you're bypassing the colon. So that is, the colon's real important too.
I don't know what part what the chiropractor